Hey guys, I'm Trudy, and here's my testimony. When I was younger, I was molested by my sister, and I didn't really know it was molestation. I just thought it was my big sister, so everything's gonna be okay, or it's not, it's nothing bad. I got in trouble with my dad, and it really led me to a lot of trust issues and turned to masturbation, and I was a porn addict and it carried with me for a long time. And I asked a couple of my friends, well, not a couple, but it took me like 18 years to ask my best friend if he thinks it's wrong. And he said, no, every girl does it, and it's something normal, and you have to please yourself, and you're getting older now, and all this stuff. But deep down, I knew it was wrong because it's nothing. He doesn't even. I don't even know where he's going in life, and I was feeding myself something that didn't make me happy. Like it just ruined me inside. Um, After the when I was about 12, I moved out to from Belize to Palmdale. Yeah, I'm Belizean. Um, and it really took a down toll on me. I was all around student, all around person back home. I danced, I act, I played the piano, I played the flute, I sung, I was everything. I had the perfect life living and trying to please everyone but me. Um, and that really, I took that to another level when I moved out to Palmdale. And I found myself trying to find who I am. I was angry at my mom, angry at God, angry at everyone. When I first moved out here, my grandmother passed away, and I now carry her name, and it's crazy because I couldn't go back because I was getting my green card, and so I was stuck in between me trying to get somewhere where I want to be and kind of sort of forgetting my past, and it was rough. So I ended up forgetting everything. Forgetting I grew up in a Christian school, um, Christian country, and I forgot everything. I didn't care. I mean, I prayed once in a while, but I I let fed myself with school. I fed myself with sports. I fed myself with music. Music was my thing. I fed myself with different types of boys, talking to different boys, and just really see, seeing, reflecting what I saw from relationships within my own family. How my dad had women, and how my stepfather had women, and it's just fed to me not thinking that I deserve to be loved by anyone. Um, a lot of things happened, and family problems at home, and I just lost myself, to be honest with you. I got burnt out trying to please everyone and getting disappointed. My biggest fear has always been disappointing the people I love. And so when I disappointed my dad or I disappointed anybody who I cared about, it really, really killed me because that's what I based my happiness on. That's what I based everything on. Um, by the time I was 18, I was really involved. I was a basketball manager. I ran track. I ran track for my country. I did club volleyball. I was in Advid, different clubs, 4 AP classes, struggling to keep up. Like I got 4 hours of sleep every night, and all because I wanted to please everyone. If my coach knew that I was good in track, I was going to give it my all because I couldn't disappoint him. If my coach saw the potential in me, I couldn't give up because I needed to please him because that's the only type of approval that helped get made me happy. And late when I was 17 in my senior year, um, I went back home to Belize for Christmas, and a family friend of ours, he saw me on a Christmas parade, and it's like, oh, we have to hang out. And keep in mind, he's older than me, but I needed his approval. I needed that. He's somebody I knew when I was younger, and that connection sparked. And so got exchanged numbers, and he said, "Oh, let's go to that park." And in Belize, there's always something to do. So I went, and because I was scared of disappointing him or myself or just feeding into my weaknesses. I put myself in a position where I got raped. And for 6 months after that, I just act like it didn't happen. I bottled up. I never shed a tear during the whole thing. Um, I really just held it inside, and I'm a superwoman, and I made this idea of created this idea that I put myself in that position, so it wasn't really rape. Like he basically just did what he just took. He didn't take advantage, but I gave it to him. Basically, I put myself in that spot. But don't think that because he's a man and nearly twice my age, and he should have never done anything like that. And I'm still going through counseling now, and really getting that stuff out of me because keeping that locked inside will do nothing but torment you. Because for 6 months after that, I locked myself up inside. I mean, I kept my smile and I perfected how to make people believe that I was the happiest person alive and had everything going for me. You could ask any of my coaches, my family, my friends. They thought I was the happiest person on earth. And deep inside, I was yearning to be loved. I was yearning to find somebody who could accept me, who we could have a relationship with each other and know that this would be real forever. And no move, no no mistake that I could possibly make will hinder that relationship. And it took me a while to go back to God. And around my birthday, when I turned 18, my cousin tried to help me release myself from it. And she was like, "Girl," because I told everyone it was consensual. Well, not everyone, but people who were close to me. I told them, yeah, it was consensual. I lost it to some guy who's my best friend and told him this beautiful story when really and truly it wasn't. And um, really tried to feed myself into a perfect story to cover up the real thing. Um, so 18, cousin tried to hook me up with this guy, and he knocked me off my feet, I guess. And I guess you can call him my first. I call him my first. And I turned to sex to try to replace my old sex stuff with my sister, with the guy who raped me, and um, it didn't go well. I ended up having yeast infections and STDs, and it was like I used a condom. What is going on here? Um, a lot of things happened to me in that time. He cheated on me with cousins, exes, and friends, and just a real mess happened. And I was, I got real. I came to college and it didn't get any better. Um, I turned to partying and trying to get approval from roommates and friends around me. And let me just say this: it doesn't work. It doesn't last long. That shot, that ooh she's cute, that hey let me get that beat doesn't last long. And for 3 weeks, I entered this depression where I completely lost myself. I mean, everything you could think of went wrong. Um, I was getting attacked. It was it was horrible. I used to have really bad asthma and I couldn't breathe. I was locked up in my room. Didn't go to classes. I mean, I'm paying at least $2,000 for tuition. You think I'd get up and go to class, but I didn't. And it took my academic mentor told me from the beginning of the year that there's Bible study and you should go. And I was like, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go. And it's the flyer stuck on my I Am Hope flyer stuck on my refrigerator. And I remember I was hungry and I was like, I'm gonna just go to the library and study. So I went to the library. To the library, I went to this place called the USU, which is close to where Bible studies is at. And then I saw him, my academic mentor. I was like, I should go. I went, and I'm telling you, when pastor, well, the minister preached. I felt like he was preaching to me, and everything that I was looking for, every answer that I had in my mind, every doubt that I had was answered. And I realized that I can't be, the reason why I'm unhappy is because I'm putting myself, I'm giving myself away to people who don't even know how to deal with themselves, who have problems themselves. I've been giving myself away to the wrong person. When I've been giving something away that doesn't belong to me. I belong to God. And I found love and hope, and it's amazing, and it turned my life around. I'm telling you, like that night, I did like a 360, completely 360, and I had ups and downs, I had downfalls, I had facing my past and letting go of the people and the guys that I had, um, that I held for comfort, for backup, just in case one fell through, or I was a Mac Daddy too. Just saying. I tried to master the game so I wouldn't get hurt when really I lost a lot. I gave a lot of myself away. But God stays close to the broken heart and He heals those who ask. And I asked and I received, and I'm now going really hard in my walk for Christ. And it's more of a relationship with Him. I'm having a relationship with God. I was an ex-fornicator. I was a victim. I was so many different things. But now I and I am and will forever be